Dr. Theis, you had a prescient message. Let me hear it.
Well, we're talking about the fiscal cliff and how we don't want to go over the fiscal cliff. And it looks like what will emerge from the negotiations is that Social Security, because it's, quote, going broke, we're going to have to raise the retirement age to 70. I think this is completely ridiculous. A person like me, I teach, I enjoy what I do. I don't mind working until I'm 70, but do we really want the public bus drivers to be driving their buses when they're 70, or bricklayers? Are they able to work till they're 70? I don't think so. Reality is, there's a huge myth attached to Social Security that most Americans don't realize. We pay 6.2% right now with the 2% cut, 4.2% in Social Security taxes, and our employer matches it. But the reality is we only pay that on the first $108,000 or $109,000. Varies a little each year. So a person making $10,000 pays $620 out of it, sees that come out of their check for Social Security taxes. A person making $100,000 sees $6,200 come out of their check. Person earning $1 million should see $62,000 coming out of their check, but in fact they see $6,200 come out of their check because of the cap on income. The reality is, if we simply lift the cap and make all income taxable to Social Security at the same rate, so it becomes a flat tax that the right really likes, as opposed to a regressive tax, Social Security would be fine and dandy for the next 100 years without any changes in retirement age. And we could then decide whether we wanted to lower the retirement age or cut the Social Security tax for everyone. That sounds like, to me, like a better plan than to simply raise the retirement age and let millionaires get off paying very little, small percentages of their income in Social Security.
Thank you very much, Dr. Theis.
Yep.
Professor,
yes.
Talk to me.
Well, I just think it's so important, all the news about the fiscal cliff this week, that our president, the Democrats, stand firm and not cave. That would be the most disillusioning thing that could happen. And I think he will. I mean, I think he's made the point that he got reelected by a solid margin, and that sent a message, despite the fact Republicans still control one house of Congress. Still, I mean, this was a great victory, and we need to make those people $250,000 plus ante up. And let's cut military spending. I think in terms of our role in the world, the Cold War is over. We're not the world's policemen. There's a lot of money to be saved there, too, before we talk about cutting Social Security and Medicare, that kind of thing. So, yeah, you can reduce spending in certain areas like where I just suggested, and let's make the rich step up and pay their rightful share. We can do a lot toward social justice and closing some of this deficit that really does at some point need to be addressed.
Thank you very much, Professor Davis.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Hey, Tara, the big day is coming up next week. Tell us what it's all about.
Polar Effects is going to be on the air, locallivehouston.com, 3:30 to 5:30. Me and Herman Garcia, we're going to be interviewing the tar sands people. They're coming out to talk about what's going on with that. They're protesting out there. There's people out camping in trees right now trying to save the environment. So they're going to talk about what that's all about and playing metal, local metal.
Now, I understand Dr. Theis is going to be a guest as well.
Next week, the 14th, he's going to come on. He's got Brain Bowl Tuesday at the college, or not Tuesday, next Friday.
Well, good luck on the show, and we know it's going to be fine. Give Politics Done Right a call so we can give you some ads as well, okay?
Thanks, you got to call our show too.
Take care. Cody Pope, shoot!
Hey, last night I watched my favorite Christmas movie. It's called It's a Wonderful Life, and basically it's about a guy named George Bailey who stands up against the political machine, stands up against the financial magnates, stands up against the Wall Street bankers, and he fights for the common man. And he's a hero because of it back in the 1940s. That was our grandparents' generation. You know, today we look at the rich guy that was ripping everybody off in society, and we call him a job creator. But you know, we should still stand up for the common man, just like our grandparents did, and it'd be a wonderful life because of it.
Thank you, Cody. Stephanie, let me have it.
Okay, this is going to be a harsh critique of Obama, but he deserves it. Shame on him and Susan Rice for basically letting the Israelis get away with once again repressing the Palestinian people. The world has spoken, and what they said was the Palestinians deserve to exist as a people. And saying that doesn't mean that Israel doesn't have to exist as a state. It means that for once we are going to take an objective view of the situation situation. And only when you do that can you arrive at the peace that we needed. But unfortunately, the United States has used its power to basically squash this movement, and they are on the wrong side of justice this time. And I didn't expect any difference because I knew the Democrats really were going to basically take the side of Israel. But it really is a shame, and I'm very disappointed in Obama that he won't shift the position and really work toward a peaceful solution in the Middle East.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Kevin, talk to me.
2 thoughts for the week.
Yes, sir.
One is the fiscal cliff. Maybe we need to reframe the discussion from fiscal cliff to ethical cliff. Let's reframe the discussion on our country's budget and discuss the budget in terms of what is the ethical value of continuing to pay for the destruction of countries around the world like Afghanistan. The other thing I want people to hear is, I said this last week, on December 10th, it's International Human Rights Day. There is a group called 2 Million Friends, and these are people that are in Afghanistan, and they are peace activists all throughout the world. We're calling for people to sign a petition to the UN. This is at 2millionfriends.org, and what we are asking for are 2 million friends to call for a ceasefire in Afghanistan, to end the killing and end the maiming of innocent people.